when March of last year hit, I mean, what happened to you?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot happened. I remember the weekend before we kind of found out that closures were going to happen. That whole week there was, reservations were all over the place. People were canceling, even 2 weeks prior to that, you can just see a sharp decline. And
15 million phone calls. Are you actually going to be open?
Right. And, that last Saturday we were pretty slow, and I just had this sinking feeling like something big's going to happen. But I never would have imagined just, cold turkey, just like no indoor guests. I remember seeing something on the news Sunday night about the CDC limiting venues to 25 people, and I don't think I slept that night. It was it was rough.
This has been brought up on other programs a lot, but I feel like this is something that really has to be hammered home. Is a restaurant has overhead that you just can't meet by just having a couple people come in and out.
Right.
You gotta have a certain capacity. I mean, you probably need like 3/4 capacity through a night in order to really have it be profitable at all.
Exactly.
What was your next steps when you heard that indoor dining was down?
Well, I met with the team, just so we could all touch base and look at each other and have an honest conversation. And I told them that short term I wasn't really worried about myself or the business, but I was worried about their livelihood. And as a business owner, you got to take care of your employees, and we're a team.
Yeah.
And they appreciated it, and they still do. So going into that meeting, I had the idea that we were just gonna do takeout and wing it.
Yeah, go with it.
Figure it out as we go. It's we never specialized in takeout like.
It's very different for you guys, especially. I mean, like if you're just slinging burgers over at the Barley House, I mean, it was perfect for them to just turn around and say, okay, our meals can easily be prepared and go out the door. You can't do that with a charcuterie board very easily.
No, you can. That's one of the biggest struggles we had is how do we take our concept of what we do and make it presentable and still affordable, because we had to make up for some of the lost revenues with volume.
Yeah.
Me and my sous chef that first week, we're just kind of figuring out as we went. We looked at our inventory, like, first of all, we need to use up this product so it doesn't go to waste. And we came up with this idea to do a meal for two, which had, salad for 2 people, 2 entrees, and chef's choice of dessert. And it worked. Mm-hmm. And people responded to it, and we listened to our regulars in the city of what they wanted, and we just kept on delivering that and changing up the menus on a daily basis, and it worked.
I feel like Concord really valued the restaurants in downtown a lot more than probably other areas would, where it's fortunate we have that ecosystem. And
right.
What was that response like from the community?
It was great. One of the reasons why I wanted to have Revival in Concord was its sense of community. And part of the reason why I chose the name Revival is Concord itself was going through a revitalization. And
you came, it was shortly after the Main Street project finished when you opened.
Yep, and between the Main Street project and Concord needing another restaurant, that was probably the main reason why I decided to dive head in and open up my own place, because Concord has a great sense of community, great small business network, and Chamber of Commerce, of course, is a great resource.